Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your person. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Goldstone. Group 2 is the Fluorite. And group 3 is the Obsidian. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Goldstone. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot cards and use those as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we, and after the initial channeling I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in this initial portion or can serve as additional messages from your person's higher self to you, and then I'll close out the reading with some initials. So, what does your person want you to know at this time? Okay, we have the Page of Cups, the 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Empress, and 3 of Swords. I am so frustrated with myself and the ways in which I mishandled your heart in this connection. I thought I was heading in the direction which would guarantee us the best possible chance for success, only to find out that I shortchanged you and me of so many more rich experiences with one another, as a result of my need to try and control and manipulate the situation in subtle and quite obvious ways. I am at a loss for how to fix things between the two of us. I should have told you long ago exactly what my true intentions for you were, and always have been. The reason for me initiating contact goes far beyond the surface level reasons that I gave you. I know that you have known this for quite some time, and that your patience has worn quite thin with the game playing and the back and forth and the need to lean into telepathy as the prime source of explanation, because I have been so distant and misleading in what my actions and direct words have conveyed to you. You are deserving of so much more admiration. You deserve a central place within my heart and within my life. No one can hold a candle to you. And I thought that I would have more time, or that this roundabout approach would somehow make you want me more, so that you would overlook my flaws and I could move into the proximity of being able to be seen in precisely the best light by you, so that hopefully you would be the one to open up to the greater potential of what I could easily climb into, rather than me taking solid steps in order to prove to you that in so many ways you are exactly what I have been searching for and what I have wanted for so long. I tried to take the easy way out in this circumstance. I was careless, and I have lost. I feel you drifting away to a place that is now inaccessible to me. I'm not sure if I have the stamina, the strength, or the wherewithal to redeem myself to you, or to prove that I mean it this time. I mean to follow along that path with you consistently, and to not let the need to control get in the way of what we have the capability of building with one another going forward. If you were to have me back, if you were to let me in even more deeply to your life than I existed previously, I guarantee you that I would stop at nothing to show you a side of myself I kept hidden and owed to introduce to you long ago. There is so much that is unspoken between us, so much that you already know, so much that needs no explanation. Yet here we are on the material plane, and so feeling, sensation, and vibration are not enough to lay a solid foundation, to make us both feel seen and safe to develop into the highest potential of ourselves, individually and in unity in this connection, should you choose to allow me back in close once again. I am weighing my options of how much to reveal to you, how quickly and when. I know time is of the essence, and that you, in your most wondrous fashion, have now set your sights on another horizon. You are tired of waiting, and gracefully you are headed toward a destiny which may or may not include me, if I don't hurry up this process of no longer getting in my own way, coming to you pure of heart and with clarity and full disclosure in all the ways that you have been deserving of, so that I might join you in whatever stage comes next, in the great and wonderful mystery that is your life, and that could be our lives together. I know that I must hurry, and yet I am trying to pace myself so that what I bring forth to you is sustainable, has merit, and is a follow-through of promises with corresponding actions, not just sometimes, not just once in a while, but every day, from the moment I disclose myself fully to you forward. I want you by my side. I want to be worthy to stand next to you. I can't believe I was so foolish as to play with a heart like yours, to gamble and risk and to lose, coming up short, and now watching you slip through my fingers, when it has taken me lifetimes to seek out and find someone exactly like you. My soul recognizes you, and it is my logic and ego which has been struggling with this energy of manipulation that has not allowed me to fully reveal the true nature of who and what I am to you, although I know you have known for quite some time. So I hope that it will not be too late when I do finally bring myself to you with open arms and open heart, and allow you to see further behind the curtain and the mask that I am forced to wear than I have ever let anyone get before. You have touched me on such a deep core level, and I know that if I miss this opportunity with you, it will be lifetimes of suffering and regret until I come back around to the opportunity of once again coming into such close proximity with the level of happiness and wish fulfillment that you, in so many ways, have already provided to me, even at the stage that we find ourselves at now. So, those are your messages in terms of signs. With the cups, we've got water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pentacles is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Swords is Air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Empress is Taurus and Libra. So let's see what else your person wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say, wait for me. No one else matters now. I am trying to figure things out. I don't want to miss my chance with you. I don't want to let you down. If I had only known then what I know now. I want to be vulnerable with you. You will always be my secret love. I am choosing you. And I am overcoming my fears. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or it can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got R, S, M, H, P, W, Y, E, O, W, U, I, O, M, L, Q, E, B, V, T, C, V, R, N, X, and L. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters, including several varieties of channeled message readings similar to this one. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to that channel in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. The format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. And I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Fluorite, to start by pulling some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And after the initial channeling, I will get some standalone message cards that can either support what comes through here in this initial portion, or can also be additional messages from your person's higher self to you at this time. And then I'll close out the reading with some initials. So what does your person want you to know right now? Okay, we have the Hermit, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Tower, the Star, and the Eight of Wands. I can't outrun you, and no matter how hard I press away from the truth and the knowing that this connection holds such cosmic significance, I keep being brought back to the painful and wonderful reality that you matter so much more than I have revealed to you at this point in time. I am searching within for the key to liberate myself from these fears. I want to restore a celebratory energy between the two of us. There have been so many tears up to this point in time, and I am not blameless in what has taken place between us. For a while, I was projecting so much responsibility onto you. It was your fault. You were pushing too hard. You were too perfect. You came on too strong and too quickly. But in fact, the reality is, and always was, and has been, that I was too blind to recognize that I have been calling you in for longer than I care to remember. That you, in so many ways, are the huge and propelling force that can lead me to a higher experience of destiny than I am able to achieve and reach single-handedly. I know that I owe you more than empty promises, and I am keeping my distance until the time when I am fully prepared to take your hand in mine publicly and for all the world to see, and say, this is my choice, this is the one, this is who I belong to, regardless of what the backlash from this declaration may hold. I am still so concerned about images. And although it is a poor caricature by which I am moving through the world, anyone who looks too close, who I allow in too deeply, would be able to see very easily that the mirage I present of being well-adjusted, on top of my life and in control of the direction I am going, is but a fool's errand. It is an illusion. It is a mask which it takes more and more effort to keep into place seamlessly as time goes on, but especially in the aftermath of having met you. The weight and gravity and impact of you upon my life ripples in ways that I long to discuss with you and am terrified of revealing. You have the power to topple me and to resurrect and lift me up in a way I only ever dreamed was possible, and never imagined I would come close to in this reality, not at this stage of my life anyway. I don't know what I have done to bring you into such form fully and perfectly in front of me. I don't know why I have been so careless and so afraid of allowing myself to open up to the gift of the connection between the two of us, who we are to one another, what we might grow into and discover individually and with each other. You are my best friend. You are my closest confidant. You are the one who knows me in so many ways better than I know myself. And yet I have run from you. I have left you holding on to the shards of fear, elements within yourself now that have become embedded and have caused you to lean back into a space of questioning if what you have felt and sensed and experienced between the two of us were real or just flights of fantasy, the product of an overactive imagination and a lonely heart. I have done a poor job of dispelling these fears and providing you proof that what you sensed and experienced all along and still, although it has definitely taken a downturn to a trickle at this point, is real, always has been, and is just a preview, a prelude to so much more that we could develop into with one another in time. I owe you so much. And although I have run from the blessing that you are, I am so grateful that you have turned my world upside down, course-corrected me on a journey I never imagined was possible, that you continue to trigger and be my inspiration at the same time. I have never met anyone who fills me with such a sense of discomfort and wonder as you do. I am not one who easily changes, and yet after having come into proximity with you, experiencing your energy, watching you move through the world even as I move away from you and pretend not to look back, I feel more confident in stepping into the unknown. I trust in the tools that I have acquired through all of my failings and victories up to this point in time, that like you I can hold my head high, take what comes, and make that work to my advantage, which is such a contradiction to the ways in which I have tried to outmaneuver my destiny up to this point in time. I am inching my way to a place of making a declaration to you that in many ways is long overdue, but I'm sure will not be very surprising. I hope that it provides vindication to you. I hope that you still want me in your heart and in your life. You have made such a profound impact upon me, and I owe it to you and I owe it to myself to honor and hold this very unique and treasured bond that we share closer, instead of continuing to push you and the opportunity of the beauty of what we might become with one another further and further away. So, those are your messages. In terms of signs with the Pentacles, we've got Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Cups is water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. The Hermit is Virgo, the Tower is Aries, and the Star is Aquarius. So let's see what else your person wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say you will always be my secret love. The changes are real. Our eye contact is insane. I can't stop thinking of you. I don't care what people think anymore. You hit me out of nowhere. What we have is soul recognition. I am sending you telepathic messages. Be patient with me, please. And if I had only known then what I know now. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got I, V, C, O, S, W, B, F, F, P, U, I, W, R, E, Y, C, D, Z, T, and N. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters, including several varieties of channeled message readings similar to this one. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to that channel in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. The format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. Chose the Obsidian. So I'm going to start out by pulling some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following the initial channeling, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in this first section or can serve as additional messages for you from your person's higher self right now, and then I'll close out the reading with some initials. So what does your person want you to know right now? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, Judgment, Nine of Swords, King of Wands, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Six of Wands. I am not okay, since things have taken a turn south between the two of us. Rather than taking a turn south, I have abruptly shifted the direction of which I was pouring into you that was leading us to a destination of something so beautiful that we both have been wanting, that we both have been preparing ourselves for up to this point in time. But rather than continue along this journey of trust, to rely upon the feeling rather than the appearance or the logic of things, I chose to take the route where we are now fallen back into a state of disrepair, and I am not sure how to bring us up from this point moving forward. What I have to give to you at this time in terms of explanations and reasons falls short of making sense even to me. It is a struggle at times to look myself in the eye for too long or deeply, because I sense that you, the one who has breathed life into me in such a profound way for the first time ever, is now at a distance, filled with questions and a sense of uncertainty, if any of this was ever real, if you ever really mattered to me, if this was ever a situation that was going to end up any other way than which we find ourselves at present. And I have so much to blame in this situation. So much of this responsibility falls upon me. I have projected and pushed that responsibility sharply upon you. I have placed unfair expectations on you, making you try and make up for the ways in which people in my past fell short of my expectations, were careless with my heart, or ran just at the time when I needed them the most. I expected this from you from day one, and I did my best to make sure that you had no other choice but to move in the opposite direction of the dream that you at one time felt was in such close proximity for where we were headed together. I have grown to understand just who you are to me, how much you matter, how much you have truly contributed to the measure and beauty of my existence and reality. Though I am whole on my own, I was so much better when we were closer and things were right between the two of us. I want to blaze a new trail from this point forward, and yet I cannot bring myself just yet to admit fully how duplicitous I was, how much this was a planned maneuver, where we find ourselves at now. You moving in one direction, me stuck in place, holding my head high and trying to present to the world the presentation that all is right, nothing is missing from my reality. The truth is, nothing could be further from the truth. And I feel and know and recognize that I have cheated myself out of an exceptional person who saw me for me, didn't look away, even when times were tough or when my shadow bared its teeth unfairly. And it is unreasonable for me to expect that you would stick around while I consistently gave you the worst of what I had to offer. There were so few occasions when I gave you the best of who I truly am. In many ways, you don't even know me at all, because there is a beautiful heart inside that I kept hidden from you. And I admire you, your determination, your willingness to hold space for me, while I, clearly in a wounded stance, not fully ready or equipped to love you in the proper way, was maneuvering through trust issues, self-imposed barricades, and a pessimism that is worn thin even in my eyes. And yet anyone can only tolerate so much. I pushed you so far. It is no wonder that we find ourselves so distanced from one another at this time. I am lonely for you, and I am not yet ready in a state to tell you this, to call you back, and to beckon you forth with the fullness of who I am and what I should have offered and made known to you long ago. This is an internal battle I have been waging with myself for some time. This is not the first instance where my pride has caused me to lose out and find myself alone, lonely, and distant from wish fulfillment in one of many ways. I hope that you will still be that reviving force for me, that the goodness in your heart, which saw beyond the rough edges that I present to the world, will still be the same perspective you will look upon me, should I work up the courage to make things right between the two of us for real this time. I am seeing so many signs and recognitions of the fact that I have chosen wrong in this situation, and that I owe it to you and I owe it to myself to make matters right, to set the record straight, in order to at least free us both from the unknowing, you from a sense of burden that you had done something wrong or given too much to one who was never quite worthy of the love you hold inside. Or, so optimally, we may finally get back on track with one another, start off on a stable foundation this time around. Lead with honesty rather than so much trickery and so many mind games. I never meant to confuse you. This is just the ripple effect of the confusion and chaos that I keep bottled up within myself. Thank you for tolerating this as long as you have, and thank you for valuing yourself enough to say no more. So those are your messages in terms of signs with the wands. We have fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Judgment is Scorpio. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And Pentacles is earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So let's see what else your person wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say you hit me out of nowhere. I am working on myself. I just want to go back in time. The changes are real. I regret how I handled things before. I am overthinking everything. I can't walk away. You are hard to forget. I had no idea you would end up meaning so much to me. And I am afraid to trust. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or it can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got V, A, Y, D, W, M, Y, L, G I O E S R N L U C F P and C. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters, including several varieties of channeled message readings similar to this one. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to that channel in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. The format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. And I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.